Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About. Today has been a little bit weird. Actually, the whole week has been weird. People have been canceling on me for interviews or meetings, and you know what? When people do that, I think it's great. I get more time for myself because I schedule my whole week very, particularly for every minute and every hour. So, and sometimes I forget to schedule me time. Actually, I have my me time in the morning, but sometimes it's very good. And when people don't show up to interviews or meetings, I think, wow, what a great chance for me to have an extra cup of coffee with myself or go walk for a long walk. Hi, Kristen. Welcome to
Hi,
the episode.
thank you,
Uh,
Richa.
Now, I was just talking to everybody about what happens when we suddenly have a cancellation of a meeting or a subject for the interview says, oh, I can't do it anyway. So what's the mindset? And I think sometimes I just love it. Like today, I was just so happy because I got to clean my kitchen. I got to make an extra cup of coffee for myself and make a proper breakfast for myself. And, even though these things should be incorporated in my day, but sometimes sometimes you have a day that is filled with meetings and you don't even have time to eat. I know you have like that. You was like, Risha, can I just take the shake before I come to the meeting because I haven't eaten anything? So what do you think when people cancel on you suddenly?
Well, yeah, this is a great discussion because when you work your own business, like maybe most people watching these emissions do, I mean, we really want to succeed as soon as possible, and it may make us feel a bit, let down, etc. And I think we just have to get used to it. Because you
Yeah,
know what? Of course, we want to do everything. We want to confirm the meeting, we want to make it attractive for people to show up, all this stuff we always do. But life happens to people. Life happens to you and to me.
of
And
course,
and
of course.
sometimes, even though you want something happens, something urgent, you have to cancel. And then I think that the key is to switch the mindset very fast, as you just did, and think, okay, great. Let me focus then I can do this task, or let me then focus to do something else. So we don't stay in the deception. Yeah. And
Exactly.
this is very, especially if you have like you really need you thought you were going to close a sale, a new potential customer, and
Yeah,
that customer all of a sudden doesn't show up. It happened to all of us. I'm sure it
of
did.
course. Of course, and it happens not just once, not just twice, but again, then you are in control of the choices you're making, right?
Yeah.
You choose how to look at this. You choose, oh, okay, I didn't close the sale. It wasn't meant to be right now. It will happen.
Yeah.
If you push it too hard, you might push it away. Instead of thinking like I said, think today, oh, okay, I have an hour now. What should I do with my time?
Exactly.
Oh, maybe I should just put my feet up and relax a little bit, you know?
Yes, yes, of course. I mean that could also be a good option in a very busy normal daylight, normal day, I'd say. So yeah, I think the most important is to get out of that deception mode
Yeah. But
because
as you're saying, things happened, and how do you work? Tell us, how do you work to switch the mindset from, instead of just being in the negative, or instead of thinking life is happening to me, is actually happening for you, right? The life is happening for you. There is always something positive about it. But when you're in that situation, how do you switch the mind? How do you use the mindset?
we're all human beings, and I think I shouldn't stay here and say that I'm always able to do that. Of course, I've been deceived as well, sometimes, oh no, I really wanted to speak to that person.
Yeah.
But when it happened, it's really about, for me, it's about really like you said, Good. Okay, didn't happen. So what can I do next? Because when you're working your own business, I mean, there's a list of tasks and during the day, and it could either be, oh yeah, I can have a lunch, and relax a little bit, or it could be, fine, then I have the time to call this person instead. It's you just have to find your way. But I think it's about filling the calendar. It's really about taking responsibility, and if
Mm.
somebody turns you down, you just need to get the habit of filling up your calendar with new action points, right?
New action
Because
points, but I think also the mindset have to be that it's not about you, it's about them,
yes,
right? Right?
exactly. And this is thank you for mentioning that, because so many people feel, oh no, I'm not good enough, or he doesn't want to
Yeah,
speak to
yeah,
me.
yeah,
And that's the most important thing to switch.
yeah. That it is not something you did wrong, or it is not something you said, or the way you are. It's not about you. As we were saying, the life happens. Everybody is living stressful lives nowadays. And if something happened, it's not about you, it's about them. And then how do you, as you said, fill up your calendar and take away your mind from what did not happen to
Mm.
what can I do? What do I actually control? Right?
And
So
what can I improve? That's
yeah.
always something. If there's something, okay, how, the way without judgment,
Mm,
really just like, this about plan, you plan, you do, you evaluate, and you learn
mm,
from it. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
so it could be like, did I forget to reconfirm the meeting? Maybe I should send a very nice little note next time, like, really looking forward to see you in 1 hour. So you really make it like the other person thinking, oh, I really have to go to this meeting because she really wants to meet me.
Mm,
How can you feel that person making feel better?
mm,
It's really about
mm,
what can I do? How can I switch the invitation to make
mm.
it more attractive next time to have a
Yeah.
meeting with me?
Correct. Correct. Yeah. So they prioritize that, and don't let anything else come in between that meeting, and then and move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when do you assess that, what, I given it so many tries, this customer or this potential partner is not worth it? If they, when do
Yeah.
you draw the line? When is it that that person has taken up enough of your time, enough of your energy, and say, you know what, I'm not going to chase after them. If they want it, they need to come to me. Where do you draw the line? Is it the third time they cancel on you? Is it the second time? Is it the fifth time? Where do you kind of draw the line?
I don't have a fixed answer for you because it really depends on the person. I'm a very good example myself because, no secret, one of my closest collaboration partners is now the founder of Zinzino. She's
Mm,
the most amazing woman, and she approached me gently for a couple, 2, 3 years, maybe four, because I was always busy. I was running a company, I was CEO of a company, I built my own company or whatever. So I just, the timing was not correct. So, but I mean, we always stayed in touch, and I always said to her, no, I don't really know, if I ever gonna do this kind of business again. But she knew me. So we just had a coffee, like friends. So she never gave up on me. And, all of a sudden the timing was right. Why? Because I had built this own company, wonderful products distributed to healthcare chains to really build it up. And then I understood that actually, because I worked so hard with another model, I really started understanding the simplicity and the beauty of this model I'm working now.
mm.
It's really great. And sometimes, so in that case, she was right not giving up on me. But if it's people you feel they're draining you, just leave them. Yeah. And
Okay, so
then
and I think that's the case between you and I as well. You never gave up on me because when we made in 2018, we did know that we are going to work together. But I said, no, 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 I'm not going to be in this model. I'll help you get people, but I'm not going to be in the model. And you kept on asking me and telling me we're opening in India. What do you think? And I was like, no, 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 and I was constantly pushing you a little bit away, but we still bonded as
Yes.
people, as two business women, and we respected each other, and we had a very nice. I always believe that we have a very loving connection because
Yeah.
we both come from a loving place, and we want other people's best. You also go beyond your over everything and beyond your boundaries to help others, and I love that about you. And then in April, the timing was right for me. So if you had given it up, then I would not have been working with you right now. But then on the other hand, I would have lost on other opportunities. So that is why I was a little bit curious. Why didn't you give up on me when I was not saying yes to you? I was not giving you any hints that I'm interested in this, but you didn't give up. So why didn't you give up on me?
Well, first and foremost, I really wanted to collaborate. I really wanted to work with you. That was really number one. I really want to work with Richa, and secondly, I felt, and I was very honest about that. And I remember saying to you, Richa, I never really had the chance to explain to you in a proper way how this works. So could we just have that meeting so you will be able to evaluate? I mean, like after hearing the whole story. And then I remember both of us, we connected together with the founder. And then I don't remember what exact time, but we went through the model. And then I think you understood a little bit more. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
because we kind of chatted, but you didn't really know the model, and that's the case for a lot of people. They
yeah.
don't understand because they have not seen the model, and that's so that was what I really wanted to do. And if you had then told me that, Christine, seriously, this is not for me, of course I would have let you go, just stay friend with you. But I
Mm.
still felt that we had this amazing opportunity with India together,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
this opportunity is there still.
Yeah, so I think that's what lured me in, but also, as you said, the timing was right.
Mm?
But and that, and so if you come back to that thing, that where do you draw the line for people who are, as you said, maybe are draining you, but are not ready? How long are you going to be patient with them? So as you're saying, there is no one correct answer. There's no fact.
Just
You're listening.
leave
Yeah.
them for some, I don't know, for some days or some weeks or something, until you feel that, and maybe have a light approach, just
Mm.
like, I'm thinking of you, and maybe you should connect again. And if they answer, that's great, and if they're still a little bit like, then you just leave them again. And
Yeah.
you just do your things, you do your life, you approach other people, and then if you really still want to work with that person, you just approach them after like a few more months. Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's where people often go wrong, like with new customers, potential clients, or partners. They give up too early. They think,
Yes.
okay, I asked them once and I should not bother them again. They are not interested. They didn't show anything in interest. But I guess if you had given up on me because I said no, I wouldn't have that opportunity today. So it's also about knowing the opportunity, knowing that person, knowing the capability of that person,
Yes.
and yeah, know it in your gut that this is one of the person I'm gonna be working with. Yeah. No, I think it's amazing. Thank you, Christine, for your time. I know you are a busy woman, and we are going into something called leadership coaching, which I am very grateful for that you have signed me up for, because it's all about pushing. And so this is the mindset we were talking about. Where do we push, and who do we make sure gets into our network? And which action do you take, and don't let yourself be defeated by a few no's or cancellations, right?
Exactly. Thank you so much for having me, and see you in a few minutes.
Yes. Great. Have a lovely day, everybody.
You too. So, yeah,
Bye.
everybody. Bye bye.